The neurofibromatoses are incredibly complex because of their diversity just from the get-go. The first thing that I experience when I'm sitting with a patient or their family is that they often have not been with another care provider who knew what they were facing. So that's our first job, is to say, we've got you. We are your medical home for all things NF. One thing that I see families dealing with is the constant worry of what is the next thing. And should that thing unfortunately show up, will we be able to manage it? How will we be able to manage it? And then the worst of the worst, there are complications and manifestations that can be fatal. That's all of our worst nightmares. There are people who are diagnosed with NF1 or NF2 schwannomatosis or the other schwannomatoses who will not have the most severe, most dangerous, most horrible diagnoses. And they still will carry the worry. Even if they don't have the scariest, they will have pain, they will have some form of disfigurement, they will have some form of neurologic disability, often invisible, that they have to explain to people over and over. So even our healthiest patients really carry a burden all the time.
You hear the word tumor and you're not expecting that at all. I think we probably stared at each other for a little while. We didn't know what to do, what step we were going to take. This is our child. All of a sudden we're going from playing baseball to going to see doctors every day. We have met with neurosurgeons, oncologists, we've been through everything. And from the start, none of us could say the words oncologist or endocrinologist, any of that. And for Zach to be 8 years old and to be able to say those words, that's a lot for a child.
For those who don't know me, you may just think I'm a regular, ordinary kid, which I am, but I actually have a non-curable disease called neurofibromatosis type 1, or NF1 for short. Over my 24 years, I have had 16 surgeries.
He's in pain constantly every single day. You would never notice because he's not going to say, but he has pain every day.
Matter of fact, the only time when he said he's not in pain is when he has a surgery. For that short little 2 weeks or 3 weeks that after the surgery, he said he's not in pain. He said that's the best time ever.
Zach was like, Mom, I want it to snow. I want it to snow. So as a mom, I stayed up all night looking out the window, and I kept checking the whole time while they're all sleeping to see if it would snow so I could wake them up.
When I was younger, I absolutely loved snow. I love to be able to see snow. I love to be able to go play in snow. And that was just a memory that I would never, ever, ever forget, ever.
Like we said, we went snow tubing and those boys had a blast. Then we did the dog sleds and they had a blast with that. And the snow was coming down.
Being a Florida boy, not being able to see snow or not being able to see anything, seeing a dog pull us, that was absolutely crazy.
Our host was just wonderful.
Yeah.
She loved on us. She loved on those boys, and those boys just loved her right back. Then we went snowmobiling, and
That
I
was
think
fun.
we laughed the whole time. And we jumped off and made snow angels, and just the memories that we all still have. It's been a blessing for our family.
We came out of the lodge and we were walking the little downtown at Beaver Creek, and the boys thought about doing the little tongue on the pole. So they tried that real quick. They didn't get stuck, thank goodness, but they both wanted to try it.
This trip was just a very meaningful trip. It was just a time of just being able just to get away, be able to spend time with my family, being able just to have just quality time with them, and not worrying about school, not worrying about medical, not worrying about anything, but just to be able to have a vacation, just to be able to have just a fun, relaxed time, be able to spend time with my mom, my dad, and my brother, just making like those core memories.
It was just like it was a big family. It really was. With Lindsay, with everybody there, it was like you join as a family, and that's what we consider be the differences, is our family.
It was a picture of all four of us. Of course, they were little then, but now we took that picture and we blew it up into a big frame that we had, and we stuck it on our wall behind our couch in our living room. And every day I'll look at it, and the memories just looking at that picture will always be there.
If you are a regular American that has no background health history and are getting standard care, your healthcare bills probably come to $5,000 a year. If you have a rare disease like NF and everything's going okay and you're getting basic, maybe a little bit of therapy here and there, just your regular surveillance MRIs, it's $100,000 a year. If you're a person who has NF and then something is not going right and you need a drug therapy or you need a surgery or you need more surveillance, that quickly jumps to $300,000 a year. On the regular, we see people who have copays or maximum out-of-pocket deductibles of $5,000 to $10,000 a year, and they simply cannot meet those. Just the day-to-day cost of healthcare, even if everything is just okay, can be really overwhelming. And unfortunately, people with rare diseases like NF1 already have the burden of living with NF, and then they have to take on the extra burden of the financial responsibility of being safe with living with NF. People will tell us that they can't afford their groceries, or they will tell us, really heartbreaking things like, well, I can either pay for this treatment or I can save the funds for my funeral because my family doesn't have money for a funeral. These are things that there is no health insurance that covers. You are either in the category of person who happens to, by luck of circumstance and your own hard work and situation, have the funds for that, or you just don't. There is not another resource to get those funds. And they are not for frivolous or fun things. They are for essential things.
I just started a new chapter in my life. I am currently a X-ray tech at University of North Carolina, which is a huge change for me, a huge step into a new chapter in my life. I am very much of a homebody. I don't really like to be away from my parents. One of my main goals as I pursue this medical field is to be able to become a MRI technologist and to be able to go work in a pediatric section at our hospital, specifically the cancer area, just to kind of be able to just help those kids out. I'm able just to know kind of like what they're walking through in a way. As those kids are walking through that chemo, as those kids are walking through that surgery, I knowing what they're going through, and I can be able just to kind of be a light for them, saying, hey, like, I know what you're going through. Just know that there is still light at the end of that tunnel.
I think he had a month to get moved. And he's like, Mom, I've got to come up with this rent and this amount of money, and then my electric, and then my water bill and everything. When everything was approved, he was surprised, shocked, and so appreciative.
This was a big transitioning phase in my life. I put in my notice to my work. I was packing up all my things and I was heading 3 states away. They were able to pay for my rent for my apartment, being able to transition into standing on my feet on my own, which I'm so grateful for them as they helped me with that. I'm very thankful for them. Very, very thankful for them for that.
It's a total relief to me as a physician. I mean, when I am worried that people literally can't feed themselves or get to their appointments or meet foundational daily needs that we all have, the heat in your house, the electricity, your rent. When I'm reaching out, people cannot meet those basic needs. And sometimes it's not, quote, a lot of money. To help that person be able to get through their treatment that might deliver them to the other side, and often does deliver them to the other side, that is a $2,000 ask. It totally changes everything for them. It prevents eviction. It allows them to complete their treatment so that they can get well again and go back to work. There's not a lot of perceived judgment or hoops to jump through. What is the need? How can we help meet the need? And it's met. When you guys can cover that bill, it opens up the next decade of possibility. Those are levers that change a life entirely. And they just happen at these critical moments. They create these enormous ripples in people's lives. We do access every possible known resource that we can, but there are huge wait lists that doesn't work when you have a surgery next Wednesday. Personally, when I'm giving all I've got to a patient and we fall short, you guys help us fix that critical gap.